his bed with his gun in his hand. He thinks his life is over, he can't understand. A bottle of whiskey and some pills in the drawer. He doesn't want to hurt himself or hurt anymore. Why must it be this way? Just think it all over and listen to the words I say. You are not alone. There are so many people who fight with their demons each day. 'Cause you are not alone. So take my hand, brother, let's beat this together today. You're not alone. She picks up the clothes that fall loose on the floor. She finds a crumpled letter just behind the door. Begins to read it with tears in her eyes. A horrible feeling takes over inside. Says, honey, can I talk to you? There has to be something that we can do. You are not alone. There are so many people who fight with their demons each day. 'Cause you are not alone. So take my hand, baby, let's beat this together today. You're not alone. Ooh, you're not alone. 'Cause you are not alone. There are millions of people who fight with their demons each day. Yeah. And you are not alone. So take my hand, son, let's beat this together today. You are not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Sits on his bed with his gun in his hand. He puts it away, 'cause now he understands.
Before we get into our normal start, just want to say thank you, Shannon. That's one of my favorite songs you've ever done. From the United States of Texas, welcome to another edition of Rev Nation, where we grease the squeaky wheel of socialism with liberal tears and continue to take over the planet one radio wave at a time. We would like to thank you for joining us tonight. You can be doing a lot of other things and being a lot of other places, but you're here, and for that, we're grateful. We may not be as fun as rolling around in chum naked, jumping in the shark-infested waters, but we do come with a money-back guarantee.
Not me.
Much, except for Shannon. Much love, health, and respect to VRS, the Vet Radio Syndicate, for allowing us to have this platform. And please visit their page for all their cool swag, the Hero Program, and the awesome as hell shows that make up this great station. If you like what you hear and see on VRS and the Rev Nation, please like and more importantly, share. Don't let the message end here. Don't be a sheeple and continue to fight the good fight. A quick shout out to retired firefighter and family Chris Gassman. He is on a long road to recovery from heart surgery. Thoughts and prayers y'all's way, my brother. He just had surgery here about 2 days ago, and it looks like he's gonna have a bypass here shortly. So, Chris Gassman, you're in our thoughts and prayers. As always, I'm joined by runway supermodel and daughter of Odin, the most American woman alive, Amanda Allen, world-renowned musician.
Hold on. That shit gets more and more exciting each other.
I know.
I don't know if you're ever going to be able to top this. You said this earlier, but I'm pretty sure you're right.
World-renowned musician and the man that put the whammy in the whammy bar, Shannon Nacho Libro book. Yeah. Last, but certainly not least.
Oh boy.
Dog whisperer and the one that trainers everywhere touch themselves to, Jared, the J-Rod and Recon and myself, regular guy. Welcome to Rev Nation tonight, and how the hell are y'all?
Get her done.
I feel like I should go touch myself right now.
Holy shit. You did do very well this week. Wow. That's
I don't even know what
valid.
to say to that shit right now. Like I feel like I'm violated, but like secure. I feel like I've been violated, but I'm securely violated. It's
In such a good way.
If you don't listen to our intro and don't feel like you need to go to confessional, then I've not done my job. So there you go.
Somebody needs to go to confessional for sure.
I think that would be J-Rod.
He's the one that people touch themselves to.
Yeah,
and dogs. So where's your sidekick Recon? We introduced Recon and he's not there. There he is.
Yep, there
he is. All right. Hey Recon,
always
what's up, buddy?
That's she's a she, just so you know.
She's like, y'all doing a disturb. Like, did y'all not see me napping?
Recon,
this dude all day long.
Recon, don't blame me for these assholes.
Okay.
Well, how the hell are y'all this
judgy.
week? There's been a lot going on, a lot of stupid shit going on. As it just gets stupider.
Yeah, stupider. Good one.
So how y'all?
I had a pretty decent week. I got involved in the PGA Hope program locally here.
So you're gonna hope to play golf someday?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it. The last golf balls I really hit were off of a mountain in Afghanistan into the country.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Now I'm actually hitting balls on a golf course. All right.
You got to wear a helmet when I'm golfing.
I know what we're doing when I come home.
Nice. Bring it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've made some big decisions today. I actually resigned my position, and I'm going to start helping vets a little bit more full-time on my own terms.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a big announcement. That is a huge announcement.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
So what you're saying is you're going to become a cross-dresser and do male porn.
No, I'm going to leave that up to you.
Oh.
Well, gay male porn, but anyways.
What's the difference?
Speaking of announcements, we just approved our T-shirts today. The new TTR Rev-Nation shirts will be out very, very soon. T-shirts, hats. We've got our tumblers that the store will be built here within the next 3 weeks. And we have another major announcement. We have 2 brand ambassadors.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I'm not wearing anything naked.
What's up with you and naked today? You guys
usually, if you're naked,
it.
you're not wearing something.
I was going to say, if you're
I guess
naked,
at that point, I'm not a brand ambassador unless I'm just branding myself.
Well, that's kind of weird. Why would you?
I'll brand ambassador for
That's
you.
kind of sadomasochistic, but all right.
Okay, so our brand ambassadors are daughter of Odin, Miss Amanda Allen, the most American woman alive.
No.
Of course, and we are very proud to announce Miss Coley Jack. She will be coming on board with TTR Rev-Nation.
Coley Jack!
We've been emailing back and forth. She's got a young child, so I do understand. And as far as back and forth, but she will be on the show with us here very soon.
For the record, first and foremost, thank you, Frank. Appreciate the you know, even this show, I'm guessing you're going to put that in there too. Even you love this show. So thank you for that. But I was just going to sit here and say, for the record, I have actually no idea who she is, but I'm interested in meeting her.
Okay. Yeah. It's.
I think we should. I haven't either.
She has been very. She's here in Texas. I'm not going to give the city, but she's here in Texas, and she has done a lot of work with veterans over the years. So we'll welcome her to the TTR Rev-Nation family, and thank you, Miss Coley. And I really hope I'm not butchering your name. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Coley. Miss Jax. We'll call her Miss Jax. How about that?
Yeah, Miss J. That works.
We'll call her Miss J. So, anyways, guys, if we don't have anything on board, let's just go ahead and jump right into
Jesus,
it.
I know exactly who Coley is. I know exactly who Coley is.
Yeah.
Shannon has some shit to say.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting evening, isn't it?
It is. I can feel. Yeah, you guys are all on
I
one
can
thing.
feel it coming in the air at night.
I mean, like at least once a day this week, I have
Shit's
looked at
going
the
on,
TV
Bill.
and been like, really? Again? Like, it's going to be top tomorrow. The more dumb every day, just more dumb.
I
Dumber.
honestly have no idea what's happening right now.
So everybody we talk about tonight, Donnie likes my beard, my beads. There you go. Donnie, I've got them. I'm hoping to throw them at you before the end of the night. If we can see your tits, that'll be great.
That's so.
Oh my God, you guys are on it today.
These two dudes want to see their own boobs more than they want to see some female boobs,
All right.
I think.
Well, guys, let's just jump right into the headlines. CRT.
Chartimus, man, go crash, brother. Appreciate you for checking in, brother. I appreciate you coming.
Yes,
on.
sir. Thank you.
Don't deal with us full asses with a migraine, brother.
Denny's
next
over.
Friday
He's
and hang
gonna
out.
handle it.
Hey, just to let y'all know, Donnie's been with TTR for a long time. We dubbed him a long time ago the Irish Mexican. And
nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's him?
But yes, that's Donnie, but
All
he is now lovingly known as the Spaniard. So there we go.
Okay, that sounds a little bit less.
Pleasure to
I
meet
don't
you,
know.
Spaniard. We've heard stories.
The 300, yes, that's the Spaniard. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here.
Denny. Denny.
I can't. I knew I shouldn't have invited everybody in this mother trucker.
Shout out to Denny at OP Veteran. Love you guys there.
Good time.
This one time at everybody's ovaries in pain.
And then we've got F that. All right, guys, let's get into the topics here. CRT. I've been wanting to talk about this for a couple of weeks. And for those that don't know, I'm giving
Kurt.
For those that don't know, I'll get into it towards the end. I am an American Messianic Jew. So critical theory and critical race theory definitely hits home with me. So
why would that? Why is that?
Oh,
for the people that have no idea what a Messianic Jew is.
Okay. I feel like you just took my spot, Jared.
Hey, man, I got you.
I feel like you just took over my role.
I'm sorry.
But it's cool. I
got you back. See, that's got your six.
I'll shank you later.
All right.
He's gonna shank him later. What's all this prison and boob and
I don't know. No balls. He won't do it.
Yeah, no balls. But how can he shank him over air? That's all I'm. Anyways,
he says I cut people for less.
Okay, so as long as he's not part of the Daisies and Shawshank, I'm good to go. So, anyways, the critical theory definition in sociology and political philosophy.
I remember my first words.
Critical theory means the Western Marxist philosophy of the Frankfurt School developed in Germany in the 1930s and drawing on the ideas of Karl Marx and Sigmund Freud. Now, if you dig into this, I'm not going to read. I've killed a bunch of trees. I'm not going to get into it, but I do want to get into where the critical theory and the critical race theory, they mesh. And if people can't see that, then I'm sorry. You need to go read a book.
It's not. They don't just mesh. They're the same thing.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
everything else in this, and before you get into that, I'm just going to say this: it's just like everything else in the modern time. We've taken something that already exists and realized that it's not viable and doesn't work, and we renamed it. Try it again.
We just rename it.
It's the whole history. You don't learn from history, and it tends to repeat itself. You know?
We literally just spent the last 3 to 5 years trying to erase history.
Yes. And okay, and I don't have this in my notes, but what's sad about what's going on with critical race theory, critical theory, in the state
besides
of our
everything,
nation, but besides the state of our nation, is they pulled down BLM, Antifa. They pulled down a statue of Frederick Douglass and erect a statue of George Floyd.
Right.
What the hell sense is that?
Yeah, the Saint George Floyd. Don't even.
And folks, if you're listening to this for the first time, if you don't know who Frederick Douglass is, do your research.
I'm gonna drop some tags. Got $2 in my pocket.
So to go along with your,
I don't
comment.
think that's who it was, but
no,
anyway.
it's not who. But I mean, so the end of that's what I'm saying. Like that's what they tore down that statue for, and the reason I started singing that is because they rose a statue of George Floyd.
Yes,
and he got stopped for a counterfeit $20 bill.
His rap sheet is long. His rap sheet is long.
Right, but he got stopped.
Yes.
Initially for a counterfeit $20 bill and died from a fentanyl overdose.
Yes.
You know those idiots tried calling him Black Jesus in court? And the judge shot him down?
I don't know why you're shocked.
Didn't shoot him. Wow. I didn't go there.
The critical theories paradigm helps us understand how communication is used to oppress. It provides ways to foster positive social change. Critical theories challenge the status quo of communication context, looking for alternatives to those forms of oppressive communication. Okay, we've been oppressed communication, that whole First Amendment thing. We've been oppressed for quite a while, guys. And I'm just going to say this, listeners, if you don't know the critical theory versus the critical race theory, please, dear God, do some research. I didn't know that it was in the 70s. It is the same thing. Yes. And, I could read this whole thing, but what it boils down to is Adolf Hitler used the critical theory to help take over Germany. And pretty much, it's I'm going to get into my notes here in a minute. I'm just going off the cuff here. What he did is he took the critical theory and he dumbed down the nation. It's like basic training. He dumbed down a nation. Thank you, sweetie. He dumbed down the nation.
He reprogrammed.
And reprogrammed it. Now, where have we heard that here lately? They're talking about re-education camps in the United States of America. Yes.
They're already starting with the kids. They're
AKA Auschwitz 2.0.
Here's the thing, though. It's not the re-education camp that we all think of. The re-education camps are the schools.
Well, and it's happening on the very format that we're using right now.
Hold on. Like, yeah, you're right, Jared. But here's the deal. That's exactly what they did in Nazi Germany.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
No different. Little by little.
Thing. And Frank came home from school one day and was like, hey, we got to hide.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this.
Find somebody that the younger generation who actually knew who Anne Frank is.
I'm pretty sure you would be pressed to find somebody.
My daughter does.
There's books in this house on that.
But is it does your daughter know because you taught her or the school taught her?
Well, when she was homeschooled,
I guarantee you that. Yeah.
When she was homeschooled, I had her reading all that. She was like 11, so it was kind of on the borderline of she was kind of interested, kind of not, but it was a little girl. And then I got her the diary of Anne Frank so she could read like her actual diary and relate to, the little girl being a little girl. And she loved it.
I don't know about you guys, but I
and
can't.
then she started reading all the other stuff. Like she wanted to hear all about like women heroes and stuff like that. Like
I don't know
military.
about you guys.
Hero.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to get back to Sawdust Loaf.
Yeah, no shit. Well, okay. So the reason I bring this up, I've been wanting to talk about CRT for a long time. And our guest last week, Michael Plumhoff, he was amazing. Oh my God, he was amazing. And he sent us some more emails I need to forward to y'all, and I've actually forwarded that to my.
I missed that shit. Is it a pretty good session? Yeah.
Damn
it's deep.
Good. It's very deep, and it gets into the deep state.
It's something you got to spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
In you gotta bury yourself in some deep information.
Like deeper than my high school girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that she was pretty deep.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
But, so
I'm just gonna assume because it's the first high
pretty
school.
Sure
girl.
she's still pretty deep.
So,
Jesus, you guys.
See, here's the thing: like everybody's up in arms, like critical race theory. It's been around for 40 years.
It's been around longer than that.
It's been
Since the
around
70s.
since the 30s, brother.
It's been around longer than that. Yeah. So Karl Marx was the one that freaking like put it in the freaking.
But everybody's acting like
Stalin and Karl Marx and all that.
That was all the result of why we had the whole, equality back in the 60s. It's like we overcame this 50 years ago. Why are we bringing it back in the spotlight?
Because that's what the Democrats want. They want division. Okay, so that brings up my next point real quick. If y'all give me like 30 seconds here.
No.
It says why is these are my own notes. I said it says these are my own notes.
No.
Why is this important to know? Congresswoman Cori Bush said about Independence Day, and I quote, "When they say the 4th of July is about American freedom, remember this: the freedom they're referring to is for white people. The land stolen, and black people still aren't free." Representative Maxine Waters said about Independence Day, and I quote,
Take a deep breath real quick. Take a deep breath.
July 4th. And so the Declaration of Independence says all men are created equal? Equal to what? What men? Only white men? Isn't it something they wrote in 1776 when African Americans were enslaved? They weren't thinking about us then, and they're not thinking about us now. Her second tweet. Further, the Declaration of Independence says we hold these truths to be self-evident, yet 17 states have enacted voter suppression laws. The Supreme Court gutted Section 5 of the Voters' Rights Act. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, whoever the hell that is, and Tamir Rice. Yeah, she's bringing all this up in her tweet. Now, check this out. The BLM, Utah, on Facebook wrote, and I quote, "When we see this flag, we know the person flying is a racist. Black Lives Matter in Utah sparks outrage with 4th of July posts calling the stars and stripes a symbol of hate. They continue to say, if we see a person with this flag in their yard, we cannot trust them."
You can just stop now.
No, hold on. Randy Weingarten. Does anybody know who Randy Weingarten is?
By the way, I just want you to look at my buddy Rex's freaking statement down there. It's pretty fucking hilarious.
I asked her, you want to fight?
Okay, Randy Weingarten. She is the teachers union president of the National Federation of Teachers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And author of How to Be an Anti-Racist. She defends critical race theory as accurate history at the American Federation of Teachers, the Teach 2021. She told the audience that denying being a racist if you're white is just like Donald Trump, who's a racist.
Wow.
Now, to bring this whole thing full circle,
I'm going to need you to take a deep breath before you have a coronary.
Yeah,
like you're literally turning redder than the freaking bands on the freaking globe behind you. So am I, but what's that going to do for you?
The critical race theory promote racism to the core. They promote social and class division and bring back the scary realization that the Socialist Party is here. Not just knocking on the door, but kicking the son of a bitch in. Division of the people, unify. They're here to unify the superior race, disarm the superior race, and finally re-educate and brainwash in the masses. Mm-hmm. As an American Messianic Jew, this sickens me to the core. And when it's followed to its logical conclusion, CRT is destructive and rejects the fundamental ideas on which our constitutional republic is based. Now I'll shut the hell up and let y'all talk. I've said
hallelujah, holy shit.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
That's the Tylenol.
But he's been
I literally feel like I literally, like I'm sober. I've been sober for almost 9 months, and I feel like I should go do some heroin right now.
What the fuck?
Well, I was going to bring you some
pretty heavy duty.
I guess not.
He's been waiting. No, he's been waiting to let this out for
I see that.
weeks.
I see that. It's almost like he just literally ate a whole freaking sawdust loaf and was like, screw you guys. I'm going home.
You know what pisses me off is these son of a bitches. They're fixing to enact a law to knock door to door. Knock door to door for a COVID vaccine. Are you kidding me right now?
Parts.
He's going to have a heart attack.
You know what? I'm pro-choice, and I choose to put whatever I want in my body, and I'm not going to put a shot in it. So, bitches.
Yeah, I'll take my chance with Guinness.
You want to go pro-choice? All right. Well, I choose to
my body,
do what I want with my body when I want with my body.
Well, so, I mean, this was decided back after World War I and the Nuremberg trials.
You guys, listen, I don't like you guys. Oh, I gotta smoke a bowl or something.
Come on, say what's on your mind, brother. I know you got a lot.
I mean, I do. So, but so here's what I'm gonna say, and I'm right there, I'm right there with Rex, and you know what? Here's the deal, and I'm gonna tell you something that happened here today. Actually, I can't because I don't want to get my household involved, but.
Well, here,
so hold on. Let me finish this real quick. So what's happening right now is that freaking big corporations, I see that big corporations are literally telling everybody you're either going to wear a mask or you have to get a vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we know to be changed over from the Privacy Act of 1974 has turned into HIPAA.
Yes.
And HIPAA was so tight that you could freaking you couldn't put water up the frog's butt.
Oh, I guarantee I was an EMT and you're a medic. So yes, we
I was a medic. I was a Navy corpsman. It was an entirely different thing.
Same. I was
at ease.
EMTs are so much more qualified.
That's you're gay. I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're as gay as AIDS. So
we almost saw Todd's head explode. Now we're gonna see Shannon's head explode.
You don't know how many times that conversation's been had out.
I promise you, there's nothing Todd could tell me that could take away my qualifications.
No. And the fact that you and I were doing surgery on a stuffed dog for my dog.
Yeah, that was some funny. I'm sure the stitches lasted for at least as long as the dog was together.
I guarantee you it lasted as long as the dog did. So, hey, I just want to let you know, Denny said you're pretty.
He says that a lot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Not me, Shannon. He said Shannon's pretty.
He's his own kind of special. But
Denny's awesome.
So yeah, he's all right, dude. He's
okay,
all right.
So what do y'all think about what I said? I mean, that's from the heart, brother. I wrote most of that, and that's from the heart. And I
know. So here's what I'm trying to get to that, but I was trying to tone it down a little.
Oh hell no, we're just getting fired up, brother.
I mean, if you want me to yell, I'll yell. I promise. I'm trying not to, because most of the time I'm the one that's in the passionate chair.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell.
That's all right.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You didn't really.
Yes, I did.
Holy shit! Sorry, everybody. That has your speakers turned all the way up.
Different sounds out of.
I really hope you had the bass on at that point. So,
oh yeah. So
that sounds like you and I drunk at Thirsty Coyote. Anyways.
So here's the deal. So at the end of the day, what's going to happen? And they're constantly. I told you this, guys, several months ago.
I think I
Like
went
it's going
through
to
it
get to a
several months ago.
point. It's going to get to a point where you're either going to comply or going to want to fight.
It's time to fight, brother.
But people are
But
getting
you
tired.
can't say that.
Hold on. People are getting
I
tired.
just did.
I know.
People are getting tired, right?
Everybody's getting tired. People are starting to wake up, woke, but not the woke that they're talking about.
People are stopping. People are starting to
Blinders are
not.
coming off.
People are starting to not care.
What's mine is mine.
In a good way or bad way? I mean, what's your gut feeling on it?
Bad. I'm talking negative. Like you guys are thinking in your own head how you think in your own head. You're not watching the people around you. People are getting tired. People are getting tired, and I'm not talking about fighting back tired. I'm talking about worn down.
I don't know because
I mean, like you have your opinion. I'm telling you what I'm seeing.
That is part of it.
I talked to at least 10 people today about being worn down. At least 10, and every single one of them, compared to a year ago,
so tired of it. I'm just so tired. I just don't even want to deal with it. Like people are saying that. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. You want to talk about what's really going on? Like people are driving people to kill themselves.
Oh yeah, it's true. Suicide rate is way up in the past.
I promise you, it's 22. It ain't 22 a day anymore.
No, it's not. It's more.
It was never really 22 a day.
It hasn't been 22 for a while.
It was never 22. Just so you know.
Yeah.
It was never 22.
What I had heard.
Way more than that.
It was never 22.
It all depends.
The fact of the matter is that was a number that the government needed, and the VA was like, "Oh, we got 22."
Oh no shit!
Because they don't. How often you don't count an MVA as a suicide? Do you? Do you have any idea how easy it is to kill yourself in a car wreck?
I mean, yeah.
Well,
they don't count homeless. They don't count homeless suicide or murder.
Or in the ODs.
Suicided.
I just said OODs. ODs.
Yeah.
I just said OODs like officer of deck and shit.
Yeah.
I said Hillary.
But that's my point. The number's never been 22, but it's so much higher now.
Way fucking higher
than it was, whatever it was in realistic.
I just had this.
I'm going to say this in 2016, before I released Not Alone, I did some research. And granted, we all don't necessarily have a lot of faith in the World Health Organization. But in 2016, the number of suicides for that whole year was 880,000 globally. That's for 365 days.
I'm looking for this.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can look it up. That's fact. That's fact.
That's what I was looking for.
2,400 people a day.
2,400 people a day.
Shannon, I would venture to say, guys, it's probably more than that during the quarantine.
Oh,
well, I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's just what was published
that's
back
what I'm
then.
trying to find.
Most of those data is 4 or 5 years old most of the time.
Right.
Yeah. Rex. I'm not sure how to say your first name.
Chartemis.
Chartemis. Okay, Chartemis. Rex. I'm just going to call you Chart. How about that? Or Rex.
He's a Marine. He'll probably punch you in the neck.
Or Rex. It's hard.
Just call him Rex. He'll be fine.
Hey, Rex. Just to let you know, the only fan of the Who I've been is the band. So yeah,
I love the Who.
Yeah,
Not the World Health Organization. The Who.
Hey, we've got on the banner down there at the bottom. Amanda, if you would, real quick. We're about 40 minutes into this. Tell us about bead pricks real quick, and then we'll get back on the topic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bead pricks. So, bead pricks. BEADPRIKS. We all think it's pretty funny because, just use your imagination with that one. So, I make jewelry for art therapy. I kind of discovered it in the beginning of the whole quarantine bullshit, going absolutely insane like everybody else. I had to find something to do. I don't know. I picked up fucking beads and I started making really, really awesome stuff. And it's just gotten better and better. And the therapy aspect of it is something that I really would like for people to know more about, because I think that it's something that isn't presented as an option very much. I hadn't heard of it at all, but so I do sell these bracelets that I make. I make belts and all that other cool stuff out of actual like natural gemstones and like high quality stuff. And it's not like putting beads on string. They're pretty cool. I think that regular guy, don't you have the thing? Maybe I could bring it up.
I do. Actually, we do.
Yeah, just a quick picture, really, really quick.
I'm looking forward. Just keep talking, and I will find it here momentarily.
All right. So at the bottom of the page, there's one. Yeah, that's an actual fossil and like actual gemstones and stuff. It's a wrap bracelet. It's a little.
Is it a fossil as old as Shannon?
Yeah, older, a little bit, maybe a few years.
Not much, yeah.
Yeah. But I make all sorts of stuff. It's not all like super elaborate like that, but I do sell it. You can go to www.beadpricks.com. That's BEADPRIKS, and it'll take you straight to the Etsy shop. There's a little bit of my story on there, and yeah, check it out. Holidays are coming, birthdays. I like to give out discounts. If you hit me up and be really nice about it, I might hook you up with maybe a little bit of a discount. We'll see.
Outstanding. Hey, real quick, Kenneth, he said he lost a good friend in his PTSD group last week, the suicide brother. My condolences. I don't know who you are, but my condolences, and everybody on the show has been there. And God love you, and may God take his soul. So,
man, that's always hard to hear. It really, really is. Always hard to hear.
Well, okay, so we're getting in. We're about 15 minutes in the top of the hour. Before
I just got back from Port Lavaca.
Oh wow, I'm sorry.
Because of well, it's not funny. It's because of a suicide.
Oh shit!
I didn't know you were out there.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Port Lavaca is just horrible.
I was there because of a suicide in the Taylor family.
Oh. I'm so sorry, brother. And,
damn.
Yeah.
Well, I will be praying, that's for sure. And everybody else, start praying as well. Because there's a lot of people out there that need it, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain, Kenneth, and I'm sure we all do. I mean, what's up, buck ass? What's up, Lee?
I don't know who Lee is, but I like his comment already, and thank you for lighting this up.
Lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Lee is as deep sea gets. He's all about the bottom.
Kenneth, it's okay. It's glad you bring it up. You need prayers. That's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, don't feel bad. We bring it up weekly too. So if it wouldn't been you, it wouldn't have been one of us.
You see the flag back behind us is 22 plus 1 to none. And 22, as Shannon's like you said, it's a generic number, but it's a number everybody uses that they're familiar with. And that is our mission: 22 plus 1 to none. And
hold your microphone close to your face, fool.
Who, me? Am I already here?
Because everybody else can hear you. We can hear everybody except for you.
Usually I sound like shit. I'm in my own little office right now.
Oh, she's got an office.
Crazy. I got an office.
My old job in the military, man, I bet just active duty back in 2014, my reports every morning, I'd see at least 4 or 5 or three or 4
brother.
Air Force ones every day. That's just
that's because you're in the Air Force.
But I mean, imagine how many people that are out. There's no way that 22 is a real number. It's just a number.
No, it's a generic number, and that's what I was saying. Is I'm going to go ahead and throw that on the bottom for the ticker. It's a generic number, but it's a number that everybody's familiar with. It's a number we're going to use, and we do stand by that here at TTR Rev-Nation. 22 plus 1 to none. We are getting ready to open up our store. The shirts are coming out, the hats are coming out, all of our candles and everything else. And what we're going to do is we're donating the majority. I can't say all of it. The majority of the proceeds of Vow 22. My birthday fundraiser was for Vow 22, and we're going to do that. David and Stephanie are just phenomenal people, and that's the organization that I've chosen, and I don't think we're going to have any arguments from here. Anybody on TTR Rev-Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to say something about that Veterans Crisis Line. You know, we got it up there all the time, but I want folks to really understand that if you've got some fear about picking up the phone and making that call, don't be afraid. Just pick up the phone, have a conversation, give it time.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be very, very transparent with you. The only reason I'm still here post being with Vetted is because of that number.
I've had to call it a few times too. And
good.
It's not, I think I momentarily was like, oh, these people are going to send cops to my house or some shit like that. Like that was a paranoia that I had, was like, if I call them, cops are going to be knocking on my door and I'm going to be hauled off to the 6th floor. The 6th floor is what we called the psych ward at the VA in Detroit. It was really pretty. You could look off in
It's really weird.
Canada.
The 6th floor is a psych ward in freaking Michael DeBecchi as well.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
We could look at the Ambassador Bridge over to Canada. It was right there in front of the VA. It was pretty neat. I wasn't there.
Right there. Lee said it right there. Yep. True story, Lee. True story.
And here's the thing. That's where the group, you know, that core group of your friends come in, even if they're thousands of miles away. You know, pick up the phone, shoot a text, do some Facebook. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason I have social media is to be. I
was on the phone last night with a friend. I was on the phone last night with a friend, and I've got him connected to some people right now because he needed help, and that's what I do. It's who I am. And that's
what I want people to remember is that there's people like us that are out there for you to build your team.
And we've done that. We've actually reached out, and there's organizations here in Texas, and I want to bring them on eventually here pretty quick. But we've had a guy call us from Utah. Shannon, I think you remember when Dan and I, back in the old TV days, we were talking about that. And he had a gun to his head in front of the VA in Utah. And you know, we reached out, and Amber, she helped us out, and it was it was amazing. We actually got him off the streets that night.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and we've got the number on there on our website. You know, we're not counselors. If you want to talk, we'll talk, and we'll put you in place with, you know, put you in touch with people that you need to talk to. We are not counselors. We're friends. We're friends. So look, guys, it's 7. It's 8:48 or no?
No.
Man, you are so off of all kinds of mid.
Well, okay, no. I'm looking at pipeline time here. I'm sorry, I'm a pipeliner. So
you're looking at weird time.
He gets pipe laid on him all the time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Every day
at work, I get it every day. Pipe.
He gets all kinds of pipe.
All right. So the topics we're going to get into, Amanda, I know you want to get into this, and so do I. With the Biden cognitive skills test,
I would actually really like to bring up. We're pulling out of Afghanistan. Are we leaving our allies there? Our interpreters?
I cannot comment.
We're not.
On that.
Veterans are pushing to get that fixed. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Actually, our family's got skin in the game, and I'm not going to comment any further on that. But just to let you know, we will be at Fort Bragg this weekend. So, anyways,
yep.
Okay, so at the second half of the hour, we're going to talk about Amanda's favorite subject is Biden's cognitive skills, and I would like. I should have done this as trivia.
Is that one of those little boxes like from kindergarten where you had the blocks in the square, or you had the circles and the squares, and you had to put them in the right holes?
Okay, well,
I would love to see him do one of those.
we are not going to give away a prize for this. The trivia of the week. If someone gets this, yeah, we'll send out some shit.
We got 8 people in here. We're good.
Besides Jared's dirty underwear. But the
everybody wants some of those.
Oh yeah, and a Ziploc, baby. With some Polo cologne. Anyways,
speaking of Ziplocs, I actually did when I left Afghanistan. I shaved off my beard and put it in a Ziploc and put it on my commander's monitor.
That's awesome,
beard, buddy.
Okay,
That's
so like I said, this is not the trivia for the week, but do any of y'all know when the last time he had a cognitive skills test?
No, he hasn't.
Yes,
he said that he does it at like.
He has had one.
But then he said, "Oh, well, you don't do a cocaine test." Ha ha ha.
Well, no, that's for his son.
We kind of like.
But okay, so do you know the last year that he had? He did take the test. Do you know when it was?
1946.
That's 15 years after he was born.
I was close.
2019. So anyways, 2019. Okay. And we're going to get into this whole thing here because I'm
going to say I trust that test about as much as I trust the COVID test.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all saw him. He can't even walk up a flight of stairs. He can't talk to world leaders. But you know, before we get into that, Kenneth Booth said 1974.
You don't win.
So before we get into that, because that's just going to be on the second half of the hour, and listeners, if you could please join us. Amanda, I've got a dumbass of the week if you don't, and then I've got trivia too. So somebody could queue up some Jeopardy for us.
Just get ready and do it. Just make it happen.
Right,
I don't have one. I don't have one.
So I do. Good. So dumbass of the week. Maine man attempts to post bail with counterfeit cash. York County, Maine. A Maine man tried to pay his $200 bail with counterfeit cash and bought his way back into jail with a new charge, authorities said. Michael Duchesne tried to pay his bail commissioner with two phony $100 bills on Sunday, but the bogus Benjamins got slapped with a forgery charge, and locked him up for a couple extra hours. The York County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post, Duchesne was already having a bad day. Let's see, I'm trying to keep up with the comments here. Duchesne was already having a bad day. Police found him walking home at 5 a.m. after an argument with a female friend, the post said. The cops were all on a call about a theft from a motor vehicle and found Duchesne had nothing to do with it, but they did arrest him on an outstanding warrant and an unrelated theft, according to the sheriff's office. Afterward, Duchesne tried to post bail with the counterfeit money and was returned to jail, the Post said. Later the same day, he was able to post $100 in authentic U.S. currency. Stay classy, Maine. Stay classy. So, that is our dumbass of the week. Mike Duchesne, you are a fucking idiot. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. So, there you go.
Wow.
I dropped the F-bomb. I'm sorry. All right, Rev Nation, are y'all ready? What are we going to give away this week, guys? We got a surplus of shit now coming in. What are we going to give away?
A hard time.
Yep.
I'm thinking, well, we've already given away Jared's dirty drawers.
What about your bra, Todd?
No, what?
Your bra.
That's a good one.
Yeah, your man boob bra.
How about some of them beads and a t-shirt?
Okay, so the beads are, I'm wearing these beads because we're going to party like it's 1776 here.
Yeah, buddy.
So anyways, I tell you what, we'll give away one of our old wine tumblers. How about that?
There you go.
And some
I don't even have one of those.
Oh, well, when we all meet in person, and we actually, the four of us as a show get together. But no, I'm sending out the Dean Cerny package. And Dean, I know you're listening, brother.
Can we use his name again finally?
Dean Cerny. Yes, we can.
We can use his name.
He's not John Porta anymore. So that's Dean's cousin, by the way.
Weird.
But we're going to have the Dean Cerny tribute show as soon as I get back from Fort Bragg, and I will be broadcasting live from Fort Bragg next weekend. Anyways,
Vietnam.
So Vietnam. No shit, dude. It brings back memories every time I go there, and that's. So, anyways,
I have PTSD from Vietnam.
So I tell you what, we'll give away a wine tumbler and a sticker. And a koozie.
Good.
Wine tumbler, sticker, and koozie. If you win the trivia, please send us your address in the in Messenger. All right.
And shit. The koozie's used.
That's slightly, and we might
dropped and
empty. We'll put an empty beer in there too.
Yeah.
And along with J Rod's used toothbrush. So, all right.
Welcome.
So you're welcome for our service. The trivia question this week is: what is the Texas Theater famous for, and where is it located? I will repeat that one more time. What is the Texas Theater famous for, and where is it located?
Theater. THEAT.
Where is the Texas Theater, or what is the Texas Theater famous for, and where's it located?
Nobody.
Wow,
Who got shot there?
I'm sorry?
Didn't somebody get shot there in assassination back in the day?
Probably.
Oh, wow. Okay, I tell you
There
what,
you go,
Johnny Utah, you were in after the buzzer, so I tell you what.
Give it to him. Give it to him. He deserves it. He's one of my former corpsmen.
I was going to throw in an extra used toothbrush, so
he's a good dude.
Okay, so the answer is it's a theater where Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested after the assassination of JFK.
Boom.
Bam.
Nice.
So, Johnny, Shannon, do you know how to get in touch with Johnny?
Maybe.
Okay, so just get us your address and we'll get you some stuff out, and we may or may not throw in an Amanda toothbrush too.
Oh,
text me your address, brother. I'll make sure you.
I don't brush my teeth.
I almost said where you're from, but I'm not going to do that. So
I brush my teeth regularly.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, guys, we're coming up on the top half of the hour. Shannon, if you would please tell us about the song we're fixing to hear. We're going to do two songs. We're going to do Dear Mom and Not Alone.
Oh,
so
yes.
if you would tell us.
So the song that you're about to hear first, Dear Mom, is going to be released on 9/11. It's a song I was asked to write back in 2013 for Gold Star Mothers, and it has become so much more than just a song for Gold Star Mothers. It's a song for anybody who's ever lost anybody. It's a song about closure. Sing Chocolate Rain. I can't with you, dude. I can't with you.
I gotta put something serious up there. Please, somebody say something serious.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Yes, please.
So, it has the song, went through the vetted years with me. We recorded it with vetted, and then I just went back into the studio and redid it. And I just, it's something. It's like watching a teenager grow up, and it's something that's very near and dear to me. And I can't. It's so important to me. I wrote the first verse of the song on my thigh because I didn't have anything else to write it on. I had a Sharpie and I was driving, And the first verse hit me like a ton of bricks. And so I had it tattooed on my thigh. And so, but this song is dedicated to every Gold Star mother. And first and foremost, thank you for making people who are willing to fight for their country. And it's also goes to anybody who's lost anybody recently, because if you take the word mom and put what you are to that person, this song is them talking back to you, letting you know, hey, I did everything I was supposed to, and I'm right where I'm supposed to be the next, at the side of God, and I'll see you when you're in heaven. So that's pretty much what the song's about. Wow. Not Alone, obviously, is a song that I wrote, I don't know, probably 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago. And it's about suicide and letting people know that they don't have to fight their demons alone, because there are a lot of people out there who are dealing with the same thing. And, you'll see the ticker down there. The portion of, all of the proceeds from Not Alone literally go this month. They're going to the Forging Forward Foundation by Bobby Henlines. So once a month, I choose an organization that actively and effectively fights suicide. And this month I chose Bobby Henlines Forging Forward Foundation. I talked to them and they were all about it. And so that's where it's going. So every time you stream it, you buy it, all that stuff, all the money that it makes literally will go to Forging Forward.
Mm-hmm. Love it, these songs.
Thank you, Shannon.
Love them.
All right, well, we're going to go into the break. We're going to start with Dear Mom, and then we'll follow up with Not Alone, and we're going to ask you all to please join us in the second half of the hour.
A few minutes to write down what's itching inside my mind. It's been too long since we have talked about nothing at all. Wish I could call. I know you're lost. Please don't you worry. There's no need to hurry. Just stay strong. It won't be long before we're together, right here in heaven. I miss you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be there when you breathing while you're sleeping. Dear Mom, I know you are hurting, feeling the burden of me not there. You're way too strong to give up on living, instead of still giving the love in your heart. I know it's hard, but never forget the things that I did and the reasons why you are my mom. So please keep on living, caring and giving. I love you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything sits on his bed with his gun in his hand. He thinks his life is over, he can't understand. A bottle of whiskey and some pills in the drawer. He doesn't want to hurt himself or hurt anymore. Why must it be this way? Just think it all over and listen to the words I say. You are not alone. There are so many people who fight with their demons each day. 'Cause you are not alone. So take my hand, brother, let's beat this together today. You're not alone. She picks up the clothes that fall loose on the floor. She finds a crumpled letter just behind the door. Begins to read it with tears in her eyes. A horrible feeling takes over inside. Says, honey, can I talk to you? There has to be something that we can do. You are not alone. There are so many people who fight with their demons each day. 'Cause you are not alone. So take my hand, baby, let's beat this together today. You're not alone. Ooh, you're not alone. 'Cause you are not alone. There are millions of people who fight with their demons each day. Yeah. And you are not alone. So take my hand, son, let's beat this together today. You are not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Sits on his bed with his gun in his hand. He puts it away, 'cause now he understands.
Welcome back to the second half of TTR Rev-Nation. Guys, first of all, Shannon, I love you, brother. That's your music just hits home, and you and I have boo-hooed on each other's shoulders many a night. And thank you for all that you do.
Thanks, man.
And you know I truly mean that. It's just wow. I started getting a little teary-eyed for the break, so I
saw that.
So
a little emotional today.
Yeah, I'm a little boo-hoo-ish, especially when it comes to stuff like that. Anyways, all right. Well, we're getting into the top half of the second half of the show. Let's go ahead, Amanda. Your favorite subject.
Hold on, before you do that, I just want to tell everybody in here right now, while you're in here, do me a favor, hit that share button, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We have We have a YouTube channel. We have a Rumble channel. We have all those things we're trying to get settled up and started. So just share the post right now to, have people come in and join us and have us, just give us more people to talk to, more people to share the information to.
And we're also on Getter. We are on Getter now. We started started that yesterday, and Speak 45 will be coming next week. As I'm traveling, I'm going to get us set up on Speak 45. So yes, many platforms. Let me go ahead and find that real quick and throw that on there. There we go. Miss Amanda has put us on TikTok as well, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, we haven't done anything on there yet. I haven't figured out the whole TikTok thing, but yeah, we have one. Still trying to figure it out. My husband he's the good idea fairy. So
your husband is the TikTok king.
Yes, he is.
He's right here actually. If you want to say hi.
Hi, bud.
Say hi.
Hi, bud.
Hi, bud. Your videos are funny as shit.
Hey guys,
What's up, buddy? I'm so ready for that exam, just so you know.
Oh, yeah. It's a magic exam. It happens with both hands on the shoulders. It's crazy.
Yes. You're gonna get a silver bullet with both hands.
And as long as you're not wearing a watch, we're okay.
Well, I lost my watch a couple exams ago.
I won't tell you where you lost them, but
yeah.
As Yvette would say, you guys are so veteran. So, anyways,
Dude, I'm telling you, when I got out, my doctor, big old huge dude. That dude had some of the smallest hands.
Thank
God.
You're so lucky.
I literally walked in. He's like, "You know what's coming?" He's like, "I've got small hands."
My
parting doctor, he's like, "Look, man, it's what it is."
My parting doctor was a 6'8" black man with hands the size of footballs.
Shaquille O'Neal, yeah.
Great guy, just not very pleasant to hang out with. After that.
Amazon.
What you got,
J-Rod, are you able to walk through metal detectors because of the class ring? Is it still lost?
No, I can't walk through metal detectors. It really doesn't have anything to do with the class ring.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Okay, so
MRI machines and metal detectors.
really, I really want to go off subject really quick because he has the greatest story.
Oh no! Did you really just say he had the greatest story, but you don't want him to say it?
He's the story. Just tell it really quick.
Okay, so Rev Nation, this is Bud. This is Amanda's better half.
Bud. Look him up on TikTok, Budrick.
Well, Amanda, you just broke so many dudes' hearts, but that's okay.
Good. Let them be broken.
So, Amanda and I are headed up to Maryland, so we got to get on the flight thing. Surprised she's not on a list or anything, so we can still fly.
Usually, yeah.
So are we.
Yeah. I think y'all are the reason I got the little freaking notice on the Facebook, but that's
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for our service.
Yeah. But at any rate, so we're getting on this airplane, right? And they're sending us the detector, and I had actually busted a button on my snow pants, because we were out skiing and all that crud. You can say shit. And so I had some of the old Army, like nude colored waffle pants. What do y'all call those things?
Waffles.
The waffles. I had those on underneath, but they're Amanda's, so they fit really good, And
you just made this whole conversation really weird, dude.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if y'all have seen Amanda back in the day, but she was a little bit bigger girl.
I was.
So,
Hey.
Yeah, quite often I put on Yvette's pantyhose. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you're married.
If you don't, how do you know? But at the end of the day, they're telling me, "Hey, bro, you got."
Pantyhose will save your life. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they say put your feet in the little squares and then put your hands up. And I told him, I said, dude, my button, made me take my belt and everything. And the dude got smart with me. And I was like, all right, dude, if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. And so I looked at the old 65-year-old lady behind me who already had a smirk on her face. And I went hands up. Now, to everybody in that terminal, they didn't know I was wearing those nude colored pants. and I walked in, but see, normally you would reach down after you were done with the x-ray thing and pick up your pants. But I felt like I needed to make a statement. So I walked all the way through, waited for my little bucket patiently to come out, and got my bag, went through my bag, then I grabbed my belt.
Shit.
Put it back on. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's not GIF, it's TSA.
Yeah.
It's not gave, it's TSA.
Y'all guys have a great day. I'm going to get back to work. We're in here building a twin turbo kit on some America. So
Yeah.
Nobody likes a bragger. Nobody likes a bragger, bud.
hey,
I took recon.
I got my wife here at work. I mean, things are good. About to crack open a Dr. Pepper. Y'all have a great day, man.
Good to see you, buddy.
too,
Love what y'all are doing. Thank everybody for your service.
I
Thank
had
you,
the
brother.
TSA try to
Oh,
warn
and
you.
for serving in the military. I have to distinguish those two different things.
You're welcome for my cervix.
Yeah. And Bud, we will examine your cervix here pretty soon. So, anyways,
Well, a lot like my military record, it is short and very distinguished.
we will be examining your cervix here real soon. Okay, so anyways,
Welcome back, Dean.
So that's my
yeah,
husband.
that is America's crush just got destroyed. So there
Good.
you go. Anyways,
Say lovey.
Mhm.
Amanda, please, the most American woman alive. It's you're like me with this.
I'm sorry. What was it you wanted to talk about, Amanda? Can you tell us?
Well, it's the whole. I was busting at the seams to talk about CRT. Amanda, please, because we didn't have a chance last week, and our show with Michael Plumhoff was awesome. I loved him.
Man, that was
It's-
really good show. I still have to work on it, but yeah, it was really good. A lot of information.
He sent several more emails, and I forwarded it to many news channels, and hopefully it's going to work out. But wow, what a good show!
Hempgate, Kentucky Hempgate.
Kentucky Hempgate.
Sounds pretty cool, huh?
Shocker.
Yeah.
It's not just limited to Kentucky, though. Every single cannabis hemp program in this country is being manipulated by some
The damn FDA. Maybe.
I don't know
Okay, I
if you know
did
this
say
or
it.
not. I don't know if
I
you know this
committed.
or not.
I said FDA.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Kentucky's #1 cash crop for the last 50 years has been marijuana.
Okay,
Mhm.
but
Hemp.
you know the difference between marijuana and hemp. So,
Ish.
well,
We found that out. I
I
can't
mean,
tell you
I
the number.
do. I'm being
huge
silly.
difference. Okay, so anyways, Amanda, let's get the resident, not the president, the resident of the White House, his cognitive skills.
So I knew that Trump's doctor, the White House doctor, I didn't know that he went all the way back to the Bush days. Like he was the doctor from all the way until then.
Daddy and son.
Yeah, and he also said that he doesn't recall a time that a president would do their physical exam and cognitive test after they were elected. So that was a little off. But Biden, he's just, there's 14 congressmen. Actually, Representative Ronnie Jackson from Texas, he's the old doctor. He's the old White House doctor.
Yes, he is.
So he got 14 Republicans. Of course, they're Republicans, but he got them to sign a letter, sent it to Biden saying, hey, you really need to take this cognitive exam. Well, Biden is doing his physical.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, do we know?
He's doing his fucking physical after he has become president, which is, I mean, it's a little odd to me.
Well,
but
kids, do we know when the last time he took a cognitive skills test?
You said 2019.
That is correct.
What were the results from that?
20.
2018 is when Trump did his.
Yes. He took one as a
aced it.
No. That's not the case.
Oh, you're right. 2018 is when President Donald Trump took his.
But we've got 13 representatives from Ohio, South Carolina, Maryland, Texas, Georgia, New York, Florida, Wisconsin, Alabama, and of course Texas and Tennessee. Now they are all requesting that he take a cognitive skills test. Now, if as an American, if you cannot see why he needs one, as a leader of the free world,
in denial.
Please come to my house so I can slap the ever-living shit out of you.
Nobody these leaders do not take. They didn't take us seriously before they met him. Now, holy shit! Here's a list of 16 things, Russian, that you should not hack of ours.
Dean,
are you fucking kidding me? Like, Dean. Here, don't hack these 16 things, Mr.
Yeah, it's you can hack everything else, but don't hack this. As long as you don't hack this, we're okay.
Right.
Okay. There's no way that's true. And then I heard it again. And I'm like, what? He's a loser. No, when I first heard it, I thought it couldn't be true. I was like, there's no way that happened. Like, really?
You're lying.
Didn't believe it. What, the last time he took a test?
No, when he gave Russia the list.
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah. Like, he made it a news announcement.
I know, but I thought it was fake.
Yeah, nothing's fake anymore. Well, I mean, everything's fake, but nothing's fake. It's kind of like it's
the stuff that you would think is fake is actually real.
Well, I don't know if you understand this or not, but I don't know if you understand this or not, but the conspiracy theory is no longer a theory. It's
not
fact.
Conspiracy, yeah.
Yeah.
And
when you actually can put the pieces of the puzzle together, it's not a theory anymore.
Okay.
It's a fact. It's conspiracy fact.
This man went before the United States of America and could not remember the names of his cabinet.
I know. He actually appointed a guy to AFT.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of AFT, it says, what did you learn about your immigration briefing? His answer was a lot.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm like,
a lot. That's what I would tell my boss after I'm pissed off. Like, how much have you done? A lot.
A lot.
It's almost to the point where you almost feel bad for the guy, but he put himself in a situation.
Is this not elderly abuse? Is this not elderly abuse?
I'd like to abuse him. I'm just sitting here and bullshit and sugarcoat it. He wanted this. He got it.
I don't know if he even wanted it. I don't even think that he was there the entire time.
Well, you have to look at it from a power play. Power and money. Is he?
He's a puppet.
I mean, his son is selling art for
blown out of a straw.
Millions.
He did reverse psychology on his dumb ass.
And then
he blows paint through a straw to paint, and he's making money off of it instead of sucking shit up into his freaking nose.
Well, you know that the White House actually assisted in keeping all the purchasers of his paintings quiet, right?
Private, right.
So is that not like the largest money laundering scheme that you've ever seen? Just blatantly put out there.
Besides the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Art is it, man. They do some pretty corrupt shit.
But
the art buyers or whatever, they do some pretty corrupt shit.
At what point are we as Americans going to say, "Hey, enough is enough"? But what's our alternative?
Well,
I mean,
here's the reality. Here's the reality.
Complaints that have to be answered by law.
Here's the reality.
Yeah, but what's the alternative? Go ahead, Shannon. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Here's the reality. What people fail to understand is that no matter what happens, he's in that office for 4 years. And as he's in there, if you haven't recognized it already by year one, we're working on not making America anymore.
Oh, yeah. No, it isn't America anymore. It isn't.
You got that right, Dean. Joe is nothing more than Nancy's rubber stamp.
Oh, Nancy.
Christopher Harper is my guitar player that was on Dear Mom, just so you know. He is my guitar player.
You did a wonderful fucking job.
He plays guitar slightly better than I do, but yeah.
Okay. I've known you for a long time.
He's a Democratic Party will throw him under the bus soon enough. Have what's her Harris take his place? Well, okay. All right, I can go with that. But I don't know if Harris is going to be taking any places.
Okay, so
I have theories, but I can't go there yet.
Sure,
Not yet.
you can. Tinfoil hats. Just put them on. Okay, so let's say Biden gets put out, and I'm sorry, there's so many comments rolling in here. Let's say Biden gets put out, Harris gets put in, and then Pelosi's vice president.
Right.
Now, the Republican Party invokes the 25th on Harris.
I've seen this is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, there's a lot. But
I don't know.
So much into this to where Pelosi and Biden and Harris are completely out of the picture.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you don't think so, they can invoke the 25th on Kamala, but if you don't think that she couldn't pass, like, and another thing, I'm just gonna say this because everybody's talking about.
There's no doubt.
Hold on. So here, everybody's talking about all these things that they're trying to do, and they have to try to do this because it's legal. It's legal, right? The reality is that no matter where we're at and what we're doing, there's always going to be the rest of that cabinet's going to be there for the next 4 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We need to make a plan to fix it when we get back in there. Is that what you're saying?
If we get that's what I'm trying to explain to you. If we get back in there, because they're changing the laws as we speak. People.
Yeah.
They're trying to pass laws every day to change what America is.
And I want to get into one of those laws here after we're done talking about this topic. But I was incorrect. His last test was 2018, not 2019. It was 2018.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
That's a year. I mean, a year
He's still a moron.
Yeah, he's still a moron. Now, okay, so we had Miss Christina Bob on here, 3-4 weeks ago, talking about Maricopa County. Okay.
Huge fan. I like her a lot.
Huge fan, and
You guys had her on? I didn't know.
Well, you're recording.
I think you were in Reno or something.
Yeah,
I was in the Reno rodeo. I thought we were going to reschedule it, but no, it doesn't matter.
No, she's coming back.
Yeah, she's coming back, and that night she's like, "I come on tonight, or it's going to be a couple weeks." So, so we went ahead and brought her on, and she was actually in Arizona, and that was before all the findings came out. All right, and the one question I asked her guys was, "Okay, let's just say we find corruption. Let's just say Trump won the electoral votes in Arizona, which has already been proven. It's been proven this week. What in the Constitution says that we can put Trump back in? Or what?
Nothing.
Okay, now the flip side of that coin is you are correct. You're absolutely correct.
Once he's inaugurated, he's inaugurated.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. Oh no. Oh.
Okay, explain.
Let me finish. Okay, because we've had this happen one time in the history of the United States of America. It has happened before. Now, granted, it was a couple hundred years ago, but yes, this has happened. This has actually happened before. But that's a question I asked her. I said, "What in the Constitution says he can be reinstated or he can't be reinstated?" And there's nothing in the Constitution that says yay or nay.
Right, but you have to create a law to make that happen.
That's just that there is no law. But according to the Constitution, and I carry a Constitution in my pocket every day, and when we had Christina on here, we talked to her about it. Constitutionally and lawfully, Trump could be reinstated this year if the electoral vote. Okay, now here's a big if. I'm putting my tinfoil hat on. All right, here's the big if.
You're good, Tommy. Promise. You got a good point there, brother.
Yeah, for sure. You're good. I like that.
Okay, so here's the thing: is if the electoral votes, okay, let me backtrack a little bit here. I just got off the graveyard. Sorry, I'm tired. If it's found that Trump won the electoral votes, then it has to go before the floor in each state. If that state decides to decertify the votes and give them to Trump, then Trump can be sworn in as president.
Correct.
And that is constitutionally factual.
Correct. However, we're talking about swing states that are not necessarily red or blue, and 90% of those people are Democratic in those areas. And if you think that they're going to turn that over, you're crazy.
Well, they've already turned over Arizona. Georgia is getting they're on the flip right now. Okay, those were the two major states that Trump needed to win.
Right.
Okay, so and I'm not, I'm a firm believer in the democratic process. Please don't take me as a conspiracy theorist. I just want to believe in what when I spend hours in line at the voting booth, I want to know that it counts. Okay, but that being said, we all know there's fraud. We know that. There's no doubt.
There is.
But what exactly? That's the point I'm fixing to make. It's not just this election. It's every election. There's been fraud. Okay, so now, Amanda, they're getting ready to go to your home state too, Michigan.
Yep, Tanya. That's my battle buddy right there. I love her so much.
Christina, Bob, and Chanel Rion are going to your state as well.
Oh, Tanya, meet up.
So I'm just saying, and then there again, there's a tinfoil hat. You heard Mike Lindell say this week that Trump would be reinstated by August. Wow, that's a bold ass
big claim.
There is so much behind that whole entire thing. There's way too much. I don't see it happening. I think that this is going to be like we're learning how to prevent these same things to happen in the past. I don't think that it's going to overturn an election. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but not as of now. I think there's a whole lot of things. There's a whole lot of things that are going on outside of that to make that happen.
So I agree with all of that, and I'm sure, and I would love to see that happen. Here's something else that we need to talk about on the side of it. Obviously, it's just same topic, different subject.
A caveat.
Good word.
I didn't want to use a mayonnaise word, but it's a big word like mayonnaise. That's why I say that. So COVID's coming back around.
Delta.
Oh Lord, the Todd variant's coming around.
Yeah. So the reality is that they're going to play that card again.
Yeah.
And we already have people who are so afraid that they literally still drive around in a car by themselves with masks on.
Oh my God, I see it. I can't believe I saw it for the first time, well, in a while. Because out here where I live, everything didn't really change much. Everybody was going to the corner store. I call it a corner store. I guess that's a Michigan thing. I also call it a party store, and it's just a gas station that sells liquor. I don't know. But
it's because you're from Chicago or Michigan or whatever.
It's small town, and everybody knows everybody, and it's like, leave us alone and we'll leave you alone. It's that kind of community. Yeah. And thank God we got there when we did. It didn't really change too much, but then I started seeing people get worn out. They got worn out. And so they're like, fuck it. All right, I'm going to get the vaccine, putting a mask on just so I don't have to hear it, or they get worn down and actually start believing it because of the time that it's been I don't know, hammered into their brains. I guess if you call yourself or somebody stupid enough times, they start believing it.
Okay, well, thank you for bringing that up. And yes, thank you. Christopher, that's exactly right. The Delta strain, otherwise known as the Todd strain, just so happens to target the age bracket that didn't want the vaccine. And Tanya, there we go. Yeah, it's getting stupid crazy here. Lockdowns are crazy. Okay, so that brings me to the subject that we're gonna wind the show up with. It's the forced vaccination. Okay, we're talking at first because I have some skin in the game and this hits home in my family. Okay, number one. Number two, we're talking about the military. Number two, if you haven't been paying attention to the news, they're coming door to door, guys.
Oh yeah.
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
And it's not only they're not only just talking about this.
No,
they have a plan.
They're going to make it a law. It's going before legislation.
They already have the plan on how they're going to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like I told you earlier, and this is why I said what I said. I get all those things that they're trying to implement and try to do to try to remove Biden and all that stuff, but they're going to change the laws as they move in order to make things happen.
Tommy, where are you from, bud?
Tommy's in Cali right now.
So they're already knocking on people's doors.
Well, so part of the knocking on everybody's doors about the vaccinations, I guarantee, sort of guarantee because I can't say guarantee on air, but it has to do with your guns.
One thing I can guarantee you is they will be met with resistance at this household. I promise you that.
There's going to be a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's just going to hit the fan. There's going to be some upset people. Get off my property. Get off my lawn. I mean,
so
that's why I'm saying they're gonna use this to hammer down their gun shit too.
Well, of course they are.
Part of their plan. They've already put it in there.
If you haven't realized that COVID completely was totally and utterly manufactured freaking whatever, and or is not a political ploy, then you're a moron.
It's not even FDA approved.
Well, look, here's
I don't give a crap about all that. Here's the reality. Do you guys know what freaking monoribonucleic acid is?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so monoribonucleic acid is the vehicle that allows things to enter and exit the DNA and or transfer DNA. All right.
Nice.
That is in every one of these vaccines. Every one.
I'm sorry, I'm going through them quick, brother. They're coming in here fast. So
no, I got you, but that's what it is. I mean, that's so the reality is that this is literally going to give you an autoimmune deficiency instantly.
Yeah, Bud can't get it. He's got a genetic autoimmune thing, and none of us are going to take it.
There it is.
That's
Tommy
scary.
said it allows osmosis to the DNA itself.
Okay, well,
that's terrifying.
So let's get into the forced vaccination because the Army has already said, to hell with the government, to hell with everything else. This is being implemented September 1st.
What's up, Kevin?
Yeah, Abbott. I don't see Abbott letting this shit happen.
I didn't say. I'm talking about the United States Army.
Oh, I was talking to Kevin. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't think out loud.
I want to see the executive order that it's going to take to do that.
He's getting ready to do it, brother.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because
I want to read something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's I think a lot of folks need to go back to, again, let's learn from history a bit. And this is straight off Wikipedia. It's not anything in depth. This is just a simple blurb. It's about the Nuremberg Code. And it's a set of research ethics and principles about human experimentation. It was created by the USA versus Brandt Court after the Second World War trials. It suggests that they wrote this thing about how to practice human experimentation whenever it's being conducted. The 10 points of the code were given specific areas that would be permissible as medical experiment. The voluntary consent of the human subject is absolutely essential.
Correct.
Okay. They don't have voluntary consent.
No.
But what they're doing is an end run around that.
Correct.
With the businesses and the corporations and the rules. If you know
the military.
Well, yeah.
But see, there's also a different law with the military that covers that military people cannot be given, unless another law is created, they cannot be given vaccines that are not approved by the FDA. As military members, there are some protections, but again, we're back to they're changing the fucking laws.
All right. So let's
forcing the approval until September.
Let's talk about that though. Let's talk about that though. Those rights and those things that protect those military people. You're absolutely right. However, when it's implemented under a hierarchy that the military is, chiefs of staff. Okay. Once it's implemented, it is now a lawful order. And if you defy a lawful order, what happens?
You can be put
in NJP, office hours, brig time, all those things until you find you are protected by those laws. Now, we all know how much red tape there is in the military. we use duct tape like it's
Well, look, they told people they couldn't go on leave, couldn't use their benefits, couldn't leave the local area or anything just because they either didn't get a vaccine or something.
The reality is that the military, and we all know this in this room right now, that if the military tells you something, you don't do against it. You don't go against it. You don't. When you sign your document of enlistment or commission, you automatically remove 50% of your rights.
Pretty much.
Let me throw this out there, and I know this for fact.
You're an expendable item.
For fact, if you do not take the vaccine, they've already done counseling for your officers and your senior NCOs.
Correct.
The junior NCOs and so on, on down, the E4 Mafia and whatnot. They will receive counseling, and shortly thereafter, they will receive UCMJ. And I'm Article 15 right off the bat. I know this for a fact. So please don't anybody challenge me on this. I know this for a fact. I've got family in the military right now, and I know this. I just spoke to them today.
Mm-hmm.
It's already happened.
Yep.
If you refuse the shot, and whoever's doing the comments, thank you for helping me keep up. God bless. Because they're flying in.
Here's the thing I want a lot of people to remember, though. Even if they're active duty military, you still have a right to contact your elected officials and bring this information up.
You do, but it's going to be too late, J-Rod. It's going to be too late.
He's right.
I have seen so many people in my career, when they get pissed off, first thing they do, and this is stuff that means nothing in the big picture. The first thing they do is pick up the phone, call their congressman, and that base has to answer for that. If it's a good call,
they do. Then they do a CGRI instantly. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No. However, how long does it take to get a CGRI started?
No,
I've seen them go pretty quick. But what I'm saying is,
that might happen for the Air Force, but it doesn't happen for the Marine Corps very fast.
Doesn't happen for the Army either. And Dean, I want to ask you. He says they did the same thing with the anthrax. Dean, did you have to sign a release for the anthrax? Because we in the Army did. Shannon, did
I don't remember.
We didn't. No,
I don't remember.
Well, I think when it first came out,
I take that back.
Literally,
initially, no, there was no option.
No, it was like you either get it or we can start processing you out of the military.
Right.
That was the option.
That was the option.
It wasn't a punishment. It was just, hey, you're not going to be with us anymore.
Your option was sign a release or go home. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. When it comes to constitutional rights, you automatically resign your constitutional rights when you sign the documents. That being said, I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna make this a little bigger and globaler, because that's what's happening to our military people, right? Globaler. That's a word. I'm calling Webster tomorrow. Kiss my ass.
Right. Merriam-Webster on
so
right now.
So let me make this a little bit bigger, because we're just talking about the military, and we understand that they lose their rights halfway through the door. So that being said, right now they are literally telling huge corporations are literally telling people you will either wear a mask or you get vaccinated. Completely against the law. The HIPAA, so previous to HIPAA, like I said earlier, was the Privacy Act of 1974. And that wasn't good enough. So we made HIPAA, and HIPAA was supposed to be so tight that you couldn't even talk to your own doctor.
What hospital down there in Texas?
Pretty tight.
Well, I think there was a Houston hospital that had about 100 nurses file a complaint about being mandatory vaccinated, and the court down there in Texas ruled against them.
Whoa, that's the first I heard of that.
Yeah, let me see if I can find some more info.
So what I'm trying to express to you,
okay, well,
is that
thought he found it. He said it was Methodist downtown.
So that's what I'm trying to express to you. This is so big. It's there. Everybody's pushing for it. You're either going and
153 people were fired or resigned. 153 after refusing to get vaccinated.
Kenneth says 250.
Now, here's where you need to understand what this court case did. It affected where I'm at, because the Human Resources Department actually utilized that court decision in their support of them doing the same thing.
Of course they will, because it's a Supreme Court. It's a Supreme Court decision. It's you understand that, right? It's a
Supreme Court. I want everybody else to understand that.
It's a Supreme Court decision. Now, who owns the Supreme Court right now?
Democrats.
Well, no, it was supposed to be Republicans, but
it's supposed to be, however, comma.
Yes, I know exactly what you're fixing to say, and I agree with you on every front that you're fixing to say. You and I have had this conversation. I agree with you on everything. But the SCOTUS, they're pieces of shit.
Because they've been bought in a lot of ways.
Bought.
It's worse than that, people. You guys don't understand. They don't have a choice either.
Bullshit, they don't.
They don't.
Oh my God. We're gonna
not all of them. Let's say not all of them. Not all of them. And most of them are definitely bought off for sure.
Oh, but that's not what the SCOTUS was set up for. That's what infuriates me about our government right now.
No shit. Again, I'm gonna say it again. If you haven't realized it,
I do. It's just Shannon. Holy God. Amanda's like, oh my God, you guys are talking about the same old shit. Yes, but guys, Rev Nation, if you don't understand what's going on in the world around you, open your eyes and do a little research. It's not that hard.
We're giving you tips.
Hey, real quick.
I do my best not even to leave my county.
Hey, well, real quick before we get into last of the show here, and again, I apologize. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments and everything else.
We got you.
The law office of Matthew Berry, PLLC, is representing soldiers, and he is on the East Coast, which would be Fort Bragg, Fort Stewart, Fort Benning, so on and so forth. He is representing soldiers against forced vaccinations in the Army. He only mentioned Army because Army is the first one to come up. He is a veteran himself, and again, I'm going to put it out there.
I do.
The law office of Matthew Berry, PLLC, he's doing very, very good thing and very fascinating things. So please, soldiers, if you're listening, I'm going to say it one more time. The law office of Matthew Berry, PLLC, on the East Coast. He is very familiar with UCMJ. He is He's very familiar with the Army Regulation 620. The guy, I've done a lot of research on him. He's very, very, very good. So if any soldiers are out there that are active duty, please contact us, and we will put you in touch with Matthew Berry, PLLC. Anyways, guys, we're getting to the point here. We're about 8 minutes away from finishing the show. Jared, you've been very, very quiet this entire show, and I think you've been watching porn on your phone. So I want to hear your final thoughts, brother.
Man, it has just been a whirlwind week of making decisions for my mental health and physical health.
Yeah.
And it goes along with what Shannon's saying. We're being forced to make decisions that we would have never had to make in the past. And I know how difficult these decisions have been for me with all the information I have.
I don't even know what to say.
Take your beard.
Go for it. Okay.
Probably found it in his beard.
Continue on, Jared. Sorry.
But all those decisions were very difficult, and I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but if they were that difficult for me with what I've already accomplished, I can't even imagine for the younger folks what they're going through and being faced with these decisions. And some of them I've met, they don't really even grasp the gravity of situation. There's like, oh, okay, oh well, nobody's ever told them how important their health is.
Yeah.
They've just been spoon fed from the typical media. The reason I was looking on my phone is I'm trying to research some of the topics we're talking about and find opposite opinions. But what we're seeing is a concentrated effort to eliminate one viewpoint. And it's hard to find true information. You got to read one article, or you see an article and you read through it and you realize maybe there's only one sentence in the whole damn thing that actually has some validity in it.
Next.
I really want people to start digging in a little bit. Don't believe what you're seeing on TV and hearing in terms of how good they say things are, because it's not. Just keep fighting, get the garbage out of the political offices that you find, and get somebody in there that is better. And if that's you, do it.
Oh yeah.
And that's fixing to happen. Shannon, your final thoughts, brother.
Well, I mean, my final thoughts are, at the end of the day, don't stop praying for good stuff. Don't stop praying for those who need it. Don't stop praying for those, who are struggling, and always help each other and just be good people. My concerns are that the Constitution is about to crumble, and there's only going to be one way to fix this. And I dare to say that word, but just be prepared for it.
Gotta be prepared for anything.
Just saying.
They're already going door to door.
The flag behind us.
Just be prepared for it. This is literally Nazi Germany 2.0.
I just wish people could open their eyes and see that. They've been living in their little social media bubble.
Yeah.
Chris Rustock, thanks for joining us, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Laura.
I'm going to put Kenneth back in there. It was covering up it's covering up J-Rod's face there. And there we go. All right. Miss Amanda,
thank you, Kenneth.
daughter of Odin. What are your final thoughts there?
I am really impressed with the new names that you keep coming up with every week. I'm loving it. I'm a huge fan of this last one. I think that Jared was pretty epic.
You know what? I put a lot of thought in J-Rod's, and I'm like, wow. They're all touching themselves this picture. So, anyways,
you guys are all on one today. I swear.
So we're gonna have to do like a calendar or something. Have some Hoses.
I feel like I need to snort a pixie stick right now. For some reason.
We'll go to Kima and we'll snort pixie sticks out there on the monster. There you go.
Oh Lord. Well, I say it every week and I'll say it again. Just be a damn good person. Everybody knows what that means. Everybody knows how to do it.
Unless you're a psychopath.
Unless you're a psychopath, and then damn, dude. Like, let us just feel sorry for you. We'll pray for you, and I hope that you trip and fall.
On a sharp knife.
And bust your head in a fire hydrant. But yeah.
I'm so glad that you guys could continue that. Yes. Finish my sentence for me because I couldn't.
You fall in a pile of cold poo.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is Amanda's final thought. So,
be a damn good person. You need to realize that there's so much more than the little bubble that you've been stuck in, and you're choosing to stay inside of that bubble. If you're just looking at the news feeds on the Facebooks or the YouTubes or whatever, the CNNs, go over to the next one. Go over to the you want to, I don't know. I like to watch CNN because I like to watch them just it's disgusting that the little bald fat dude, he's like, what are we doing wrong? What can we do better? Like, first of all, man, see, I have to censor myself on here because there's a lot of, I don't want to get us kicked off. But yeah, CNN is a bunch of bullshit. It's really, really entertaining to watch. Sometimes they actually do have some really good information on there, though. And you always want to know your enemy, right? You always want to know them.
So,
and,
you're absolutely
unfortunately, right. What's that?
You're absolutely right. I wanted to caveat on what you were saying there because there are a lot of people who don't understand this. Those social media apps and all that stuff, they have algorithms that follow. They have algorithms that find what you're looking at, and they only show you what they want to show you.
Yep.
So you have to find the real information.
That is
you literally have to scrubbed.
What was that? What's that
movie? Social Dilemma. Watch it, everybody.
Dilemma.
If you haven't seen Social Dilemma, watch it.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it tonight because I promise you're going to be disgusted with Facebook.
I'm going to have to bootleg it.
I literally found a bunch of freaking pornography on my Twitter the other day. And I mean,
it's everywhere now.
And I mean pornography.
It's everywhere now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
They
even got, full-grown men going into female bathrooms, locker rooms, and bathhouses.
What about the
saunas.
Arizona? The dude that won the beauty pageant? Miss Arizona is a transgender now.
I don't know if it's Arizona, but yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, quit focusing. Tunnel vision, get the fuck outside of the tunnel vision because all you're doing is yourself a disservice and everybody else around you because you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared for anything at any moment, all the time. All the time. You want to be armed with the information, the correct information. We're giving you tips, little tips here. Go and research it. It's just the tip. Thank you.
But the tip.
It's just I said it. I get it. Okay. I'm slacking on my shit talking skills lately. It's really bad. My final thought is I'm going to make sure to give somebody a call or a text every single day, just to let them know that I'm thinking about them, because you never know who's going to need that text or phone call just to bullshit, Yep. And I try to make that a point every single day because I feel like it's the right thing to do, y'all. Just be a damn good person. There's too many shitheads out here. Quit breeding them.
We're literally, you guys know have anybody ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
No, I don't think so.
You should watch that movie because that's where we're living right now.
Idiocracy.
I promise you.
If it's on Netflix, I'm never going to see it.
One more
Just
time.
find Idiocracy.
One more time, soldiers, if you're still active duty, the law office of Matthew Berry, PLLC. He is on the East Coast. My final thoughts. I can't say this enough. Be involved in your child's life. Be involved in their education.
Mm-hmm.
Involve God in their lives. Teach them patriotism. Teach them that patriotism isn't racism.
Yes.
Teach them that the love of God and the love of country are not wrong. Teach them that the opinion is not fact. And opinion is just that, opinion. Teach them if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. We are in apocalyptic times right now. And all I can say is be the change that you desire. Stay frosty. Keep your head up because this too shall pass. Rev Nation, thank you for tuning in. Please share the show if you believe in what we're doing. And until next week, God bless you. God bless the United States of Texas. God bless America.
God bless America.
Peace out. We're gonna end the show with Mr. Shannon Book, and we're going to go ahead and do I don't know, Dear Mom. How's that?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Same Rev Time, same Rev Channel, and we will see y'all at 1900 Central Standard Time in the Revolution world. Y'all have a good weekend. Drink, drive fast, no wear seatbelt. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Dear Mom, I had a few minutes to write down what's itching inside my mind. It's been too long since we have talked about nothing at all. Wish I could call. I know you're lost. Please don't you worry. There's no need to hurry. Just stay strong. It won't be long before we're together, right here in heaven. I miss you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be there when you breathing while you're sleeping. Dear Mom, I know you are hurting, feeling the burden of me not there. You're way too strong to give up on living instead of still giving the love in your heart. I know it's hard, but never forget the things that I did and the reasons why.